And the preamble to our constitution asserts that India is a secular nation. The meaning of a secular state is that it doesn't prioritize any one religion for its faith. Yet, as hate flows freely in Hyderabad, the crackdown has been, many would say, selective. BJP MLA Raja Singh has been arrested for insulting the Prophet swiftly. The BJP suspended him, and rightly so. However, a long rope has been given to AIMIM Neta, who's chanted Sartan Se Juda during a protest march against Raja Singh. This selective crackdown by the Telangana police has raised questions on the selective action. Our open calls to behead permissible in our constitution. Watch this march of Oasis men and decide for yourself.
गुस्ताख रसूल की है कि सजा रसूल की है कि सजा गुस्ताख रसूल की है कि सजा गुस्ताख रसूल की है कि सजा रसूल की.
Times Zone, in fact, put some direct questions to the MIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi. Remember, earlier, his MP, Imtiaz Jaleel, had called for a public hanging of Nupur Sharma. No action was taken against him. Today, as his cadre took to the streets chanting Sartan Se Juda, will he condemn and act against them? Watch how he dodges and then runs away.
Sir, an open call was given to hang Nupur Sharma.
Thank you, madam. I have so much. Thank you, madam. Thank you,
Before I let you go, we need to play out that sound bite. If you can just respond to this, because you just asked Times now.
You can do it. You can do it, but I have to go to the channel.
Let us show you what Imtiaz Jaleel has said. One answer, and then you can go. Small request, sir. Mr. Owaisi, can you hear me? Mr. Owaisi, we're playing out that reaction of Imtiaz Jaleel. You just put out that question 2 times now. You said that's not what he said, but we have it. Sir, we have the proof with us, and I want a response from you.
Now, this is not the first instance of selective crackdown on hate. In fact, while today Raja Singh is arrested and suspended from the party, Oaisi's Neta Mir Sardar Ali, who chanted Sartan Se Juda, walks free. While Nupur Sharma, after insulting the Prophet, faced multiple FIRs and then suspended from the BJP, Imtiaz Jaleel also went unpunished for a call to hang Nupur publicly. Naveen Jindal was expelled from the BJP and then booked for insulting the Prophet. But Shafiqur Rahman Barg got away for justifying the call to behead as Kriya Pratikriya. Let's take this across, in fact, to our guests who are joining us. We have with us Karan Verma, political analyst. Anurag Naidu is with us, author. With us is Mir Inayak Al-Bakri, who's a leader of the TRS, and advocate Shahid Ali, who's the president of United Muslims Front. Somewhere or the other, Mr. Shahid Ali, while action is being taken, and rightly so, against these individuals, if they're spreading hate, there must be action taken. But why is it that those who chant Sartan Se Juda, it's all there on camera, are still walking free? No action on those individuals. The law cannot have double standards.
Mr. Madhav, what action has been taken so far? Nupur Sharma, as Nupur Sharma is concerned, the party is standing beside her. No action has been taken. We believe that no action has been taken.
How is the party standing? The party is suspended for 6 years, the last time I heard, sir.
This MLA is concerned while he was being taken into custody. He has threatened that he will upload again the second part. So what kind of action is being taken? The action should be like that. The action should be deterrent. Action should be like that, which gives a message to the public at large that no one will dare to repeat that again. But this kind of action, these are all eyewash only. When the people are not when the people are still abusing the Prophet, abusing Islam, doing everything which they want to do, sir. These kind of things cannot be let off.
Sir, I'm asking you a simple question. These individuals, both of them have been suspended by the party. One has been suspended, the other has been show-caused. And at least Mr. Raja Singh has been taken into custody. There are FIRs filed against Nupur Sharma. What action has been taken against these individuals who have chanted Sartan Se Juda, whether it's members of parliament or leaders of various political parties? Can you tell me, sir?
I'm putting a question. Do you think suspension is punishment? Now the punishment should.
What should the punishment be from a political party? The political party cannot send somebody to jail. That is for the police to do.
That is for the police to do. Now the party, what if the party is standing beside them? Otherwise, he would have dared to say that he will upload again the second part. And he will come out of the prison. So
Karan
these kind
Verma,
of-
is
these
the
kind of
party
punishment-
in this case not taking action against Mr. Raja Singh? Is that what has emboldened him? Because that is a charge of Shahid Ali. And what about the other individuals? I've still not gotten an answer.
No, immediate action has been taken, in fact. He has been suspended right away. And what is surprising is that he doesn't mention about Imtiaz Jalil. Imtiaz Jalil made an open call that Nupur Sharma should be hung on the square in Aurangabad. I mean, he should be ashamed of himself. And the gentleman who just spoke before me, he should in fact answer what action has been taken against Imtiaz Jalil for making an open call. Here is an MP who makes this open call. What action has been taken against Akbaruddin Owaisi, against Asaduddin Owaisi, who incited the killing? What about Akbaruddin Owaisi? How many calls has he made? If blasphemy tantamounts to Sartan se juda, then sorry, India is not the country for you.
Let
If
me
you are
take that.
justifying Sartan se juda, which is now happening openly, and people are justifying it, and you are showing it that MIM guy was there when Sartan se juda chants were made. So have some sense of proportion.
Let me bring in the TRS leader on that note. Mr. Mir Inayat Ali Bakri, you're the leader of the TRS. Clearly in this case, Raja Singh, action has been taken against. Why has action not been taken against the MIM leaders who are seen chanting these extremely provocative slogans? And many would say these are slogans that could potentially propel violence as well. We've seen instances in the past of what has happened in Rajasthan and other states.
No. Actually, our government is, we thank for our CM. He has taken the immediate action against the Raja Singh. Now our police is active in front of the peoples. Now the general peoples in crowd are coming on the road and their slogans and something is already taken the photographs and everything. So police are going to file the FIRs against this person.
Sir, police कुछ नहीं कर रही है. पुलिस के सामने लोग सरतन से जुदा बोल रहे हैं एक visual में तो. You're saying police is taking action. Chants are happening in front of the police. So obviously a question will be asked as to what is the police, what is the government doing against these individuals. Action cannot be one-sided. It should be against those who spread hate from every religion.
No. Actually, the government of India and I am also request to the state government and government of India to make a law against nobody will be rights to say something against of the any religious. If somebody has say any against of any religious, you can finish everyone in India. There are the Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai is the country of the everyone. But the government of India and state government both are entertain the political leaders. That's why it's the benefit for the elections only. It's the benefit for the voters. They are going to capture the voters only. That's why they are going to play the game against of the religions only.
So that is not correct, sir. That is not correct. I mean, this is very shocking. Are we justifying now those who are actually taking votes in the name of religion? Anurag Naidu, I want to bring you in because these are double standards that appear to be seen over here in terms of action. Action against any hate monger should be taken. If that is the rule in a country that is a secular democracy, why is it that a section of people continue to go scot-free?
Before
And that too in front, chanting those slogans in front of police. All the more shocking.
Madhav, I think it's a very pertinent question, and Times Now has also taken it to it's a very good point, because the fingers are raising towards the political friendship that TRS and AIMM has in GHMC. They are partners in GHMC. Whether this is leading to selective crackdown, we don't know, because the people who are protesting are essentially the supporters of AIMM, and there is a political, they are in alliance in GHMC. In fact, even in the state assembly, they don't need AIMM support, but they've been always soft supporting, TRS have been giving soft support to AIMM. So is there a political friendship coming here? That is something that we need to investigate, and that's for the media to do. And I believe Times Now is doing a brilliant job there. But coming to Raja Singh, we always have, Raja Singh had a history of, slipping his tongue, or history of getting carried away with his emotions. He believes in some kind of a spiritual or whatever his belief system may be. But the party has taken a very quick and swift action. He's been taken into custody by the state government, and kudos to the state government and the party. They have suspended him. They've asked for an explanation. I think this is the first step, and it's a very solid first step. people like him or anyone has no right to make any comments on spiritual leaders or the belief system of any religion for that matter, not only one religion. So anyone doing it, but what better can be the first step? I'm really surprised for some panelists who are speaking, kuch to be overnight. You cannot hang somebody overnight. If that's what you are kind of willing to see, that is radicalism, and India do not stand for that. So the first step, I think it's a very solid first step. Both the party and the state government has acted. And the second step, it's okay. If you are so passionate about it, please go and pursue the matter. Please go and stand in the courts until Raja Singh or anyone for that matter is convicted, and fight it till the end. So if we are speaking, we can't be selective in our speech as well. We also need to show it in our action and stand by it. And we all support people to have a kind of social culture here. We need to have harmony. We all support that.
You can't have double standards. Advocate Shahid Ali, why not approach the courts? If you feel that there is a strong case against these individuals, go to the court. You're an advocate. That's a question coming from Anurag Naidu.
Yes, you are absolutely right, and Mr. Author is also absolutely right. I endorse his viewpoint, undoubtedly. But the question is, when the actions are just for eyewash, when the actions are no action in effect, when the actions does not give any effect or any lesson to public at large, then those actions cannot be said to be actions as per law. The law provides that whosoever gives this kind of statement should be sent behind the bars. The punishment is 5 years or 7 years. Now I put a question, whether the maker
So the person has been taken into custody today. The others have not even been taken into custody. The others have not even been taken into custody. Karan Verma, I mean, is something amiss over here. What is this? What is this action not being taken against one side, the person against whom at least parties have taken action? There are legal cases. The other side, there is no action from police. Where is the administration, the police failing?
The gentleman actually wants us to pronounce judgments right here from the news studio itself. That is not how a democracy works. A case has been registered. The political party has taken due action against them. Why don't you talk about the Chistis who from rooftops were shouting Sartan se juda? Why don't you talk about Imtiaz Jalil? Till you are going to have this one-sidism, you can't expect justice in this world. Have the guts and the gumption to criticize both sides and ask for equivalent action. No sort of radicalism is acceptable in a pluralist democracy like ours, but to do one-sidism, you are going to hurt the other side, and there is never going to be reasonable justice.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Karan Verma, Anurag Naidu, Mir Inayat Al-Bakri, as well as Advocate Shahid Ali. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. Clearly, of course, the law of the land has to apply uniformly to all. There can be no two ways about it. Anyone spreading hate, action has to be taken against them. Action has to be taken swiftly, and certainly nowhere should police be seen dithering, because that certainly would create issues of confidence in different sections of society. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. For the moment, we're going to slip into a quick break.